Hello students, welcome to Sumaya English Primary School, class 6th, and the subject is English, and the name of the chapter is Anak, Krakatoa, and the chapter is 2.4. Now we will see here what is Anak, Krakatoa. It is an island in the Sunda Strait, which is between Java and Sumatra, which is in the Indonesia. This is very famous for volcano. This volcano which erupts regularly, so this is known as a Krakatoa. Now the next topic is the volcanoes. What are the volcanoes? Now we will see. It is an opening surface of the earth. In this opening surface, the melted rock and the gases explode. That is known as volcanoes. In this way, there are many volcanoes. Now we will see the types of volcanoes. The first is the extinct volcano. This volcano has not erupted in the past, means long ago. So it is said that it is safe for all the people. Now next one is the volcano, dormant volcano. It means it is in deep sleep and not erupted from long time, but it can be erupted in the future. This is the dormant volcanoes. Now the third one is the active volcano. In this volcano, it can erupt any day at any time, means it is regular, and this is very dangerous type of volcano to the people. So these were the types of volcanoes. Now we will talk about the Krakatoa incident. Krakatoa incident which was happened many years ago. Krakatoa was a small volcanic island which is situated in Indonesia and located about 100 miles west of Jakarta. A very big incident has happened in August 1883 in Krakatoa. In that, more than 36,000 people were killed. In the human history, this was most devastating volcanic eruptions. It was an active volcano because it erupts many times whenever the great disasters was caused. But the worst and the dangerous eruptions took place in August 1883. It was erupted with a loud boom which was heard more than 3,500 kilometers away in Australia. This voice was heard by 3,500 kilometers away in Australia. It was said that this type of sound the man has ever heard it. The dust which comes from the eruption, it rose up to 80 kilometers in the sky and spread in the sky around the world, and it settled in different parts of the world, which was 1,000 of kilometers away. After the eruption, a very big waves, or which we can say tsunamis, which was caused in the sea. After the eruption of this volcano, one more disaster arose, which was near by the island. Due to this eruption and tsunamis, 165 villages and towns were destroyed. Because of this eruption, 2/3 of islands of Krakatoa was destroyed. A huge underwater volcanic also arose, which collapsed and created a huge hole beneath the surface of the sea. That hole was more than 6 kilometers wide. So in 1927, a smoke which rose out of the water on the hole, which was followed by another eruption. After few days later, a new island volcano has been broke water. When it happens, it threw up the ash and the rock, which was then taken away by the seawater. Then afterwards, what happened? Then afterwards, when the lava started flowing out of the hole faster, but this volcanic material was not taken all by the waves. Because of this material, a new mountain started growing, and soon we seen above the water. So this new island, which was known was Krakatoa. Now it has named Anak Krakatoa, which was also known as the child of Krakatoa. So in this way the name has arisen. So this Anak Krakatoa is still an active volcano. Now again the eruption began since 1994. Because of the lava flowing, the island is still growing bigger and bigger. Since 1950, the island's average rate of 5 inches was growing per week. That means in the per week 5 inches it is growing. Now the Krakatoa is also an island which is visible in the sea and which is little away from the new island which was known as the Anak Krakatoa. After the eruption in 1883, the surroundings of islands and the coast were covered with the hot ash and there were no life remained. When the scientists visited in 1884, the eruption was held in 1883. Then afterwards, when the scientists visited in 1884, there were only one spider found there. Nothing else was there in that island. So in the Krakatoa's eruption, the western coast was more affected. Only few human beings were left there. But in that area, the wild animals and the plants grew again in the numbers because of no interference of the human beings. In that places, the plants and the wild animals was started growing because there were no human beings in that islands. There were no interference of the human beings. The wildlife grew naturally and there were no one to cut the trees also or kill the animals. So now this region became very rich in the wildlife. So this was about the Anak Krakatoa. I hope all the points are clear. Thank you.